Scene script. Have you ever heard of Mycoplasma Genitalium? No? Well, it's time we delve into this little-known but significant microorganism. Meet Mycoplasma Genitalium, a tiny bacterium that has a knack for the dramatic. It's a sexually transmitted infection that often operates undercover, going unnoticed due to a lack of symptoms in many cases. Now you might be wondering how such a tiny creature can make such a big impact. Well, Mycoplasma genitalium is transmitted mainly through sexual contact without the use of barrier protection. That's right, this microscopic invader can sneak its way into our bodies without so much as a "by your leave." But why should we care about a bacterium that's often asymptomatic? The answer lies in the potential health risks it poses. Left undetected and untreated, Mycoplasma genitalium can lead to serious reproductive health problems for both men and women. So, Mycoplasma genitalium sneaks into our bodies through unprotected sex, often without showing any immediate signs. But what happens when it does start causing trouble? So you've learned that Mycoplasma genitalium is a stealthy invader, but what happens when it decides to make its presence known? Well, the symptoms can be quite subtle, and they vary between men and women. For women, it may stir up some irritation, causing unusual discharge and discomfort during sex. But that's not all. Some women may experience bleeding after intercourse, which is definitely not something to brush off. On the men's side, Mycoplasma genitalium is just as sneaky. It often manifests as a burning sensation during urination. Picture trying to put out a fire with gasoline. Not a pleasant thought, right? But here's the real kicker. Many people won't experience any symptoms at all. Yes, you heard that right. They're asymptomatic, meaning they could be passing on this infection without even knowing it. So while Mycoplasma genitalium might keep a low profile, it can cause some very uncomfortable symptoms. But don't worry, there's a way to fight back. Now that we've uncovered the hidden world of Mycoplasma genitalium, how do we combat this elusive enemy? Good question. The primary line of defense against Mycoplasma genitalium is, you guessed it, antibiotics. These microscopic warriors help us in the fight by targeting and eliminating the bacteria. But remember, before we can launch our counterattack, we first need to identify the enemy. That's where regular testing comes into play. If you're sexually active, regular testing is key. It's like a reconnaissance mission, helping us spot the enemy before it can cause too much damage. Early detection of Mycoplasma genitalium can prevent further complications. It's like catching a spy before they have a chance to complete their mission. So don't underestimate the value of regular checkups. They could be your secret weapon in this microscopic war. In the end, knowledge is our best weapon against Mycoplasma genitalium. By understanding its causes, recognizing its symptoms, and knowing the cure, we can keep this invader at bay.